seems like the Highland project for the Model 3, depending on when that launches, I believe that's going to create really good differentiation between the 3 and the Y and this compact car by probably lowering the cost to produce the Model 3 by a couple grand, maybe a little bit more. And then fine tuning that platform, I believe that's say more performance oriented and more handling and just a little bit more I don't know, enthusiast driven versus a Model Y, which is much more utility, family, space, like a typical SUV sort of thing, at least in the States, the way we think about it. And the Highland's it's going to allow Tesla to achieve that. And so for this new compact car to truly have differentiation in the same way the Model 3 didn't really cannibalize S too badly, it did some, but not too much. What was that there was a clear at the very beginning there wasn't really, like Tesla had to iterate on the S to make it people want to go up the ladder and purchase the S, because the 3 was just such a game-changing vehicle when it came out. But the 2 has to, or the 2 or the Q, whatever, has to be so different from the 3 in the standpoint of utility, performance, form factor, that if they were to announce it, say next week, and they don't launch it for 2 years, like that's the only way they can do that without hurting the Model 3 or the Model Y. It has to be completely and utterly different. Otherwise, there's literally no point to buy a Model 3, in my opinion. The Model 3 is a great car, but if folks are buying the Model 3, like in my head, why would my dad buy a Model 3? A diehard Volkswagen Jetta TDI diesel loving person, used cars only. I think he had a Honda Accord. I forget what he had. He drove into it. It had 380,000 miles or something. And he's like, this is the best car I ever had. My mom is like, why are you driving this freaking death trap all the time? Right. So that's the kind of mentality my dad has. But he decided to buy a Model 3 because it would save him a lot of money on his freaking 2.5 hour commute he has every single day to work. So that's the thought process. But if the compact car achieves that and he gets all the bells and whistles he's looking for as a purchaser, which is lower costs, comfortable chair, comfortable seat, and just get me there safely. Okay, so what's the purpose of the Model 3? So if we get the Highland at Investor Day, I believe we'll get the compact car. If we don't get Highland at Investor Day, I don't think we get the compact car.